if xy equals 144, x plus y equals 30, and x is greater than y, what is the value of x minus y? So the first thing I would do is solve this first equation for y. So xy equals 144. And I would solve it for y. So I would divide the whole thing by x. And that would give us y equals 144 over x. And then I would substitute this y equals 144 over x for y in the second equation. So that would look like x plus 144 over y equals 30. And then I would solve this, not over y, over x equals 30. And then I would multiply each side by x. So then that would give us x squared plus 144 equals 30x. And then because the goal here is going to be to isolate the x, so we can say x equals whatever. Since we have an x on both sides, and especially because we have this x in the denominator, it just makes sense to multiply this whole thing by x. We can get rid of that x in the denominator. So after I multiply the whole thing by x, then we would subtract that 30x from both sides. So we would get x squared minus 30x plus 144 equals 0. And then after that, we can factor. We can factor this quadratic equation. So our factors of 30 are going to be, our factors of 144 are going to be 144, and then we can go on and on and on like that. And then eventually we would find out that the factors that are going to multiply together to get us 144 and add to get us negative 30 are going to be negative 24 and negative 6. So this turns into x minus 24 times x minus 6. And we can see like 24 times 6 is going to be negative 24 times negative 6 is going to be positive 144. Negative 24 plus negative 6 is going to give us negative 30. And then the x times x is going to give us x squared. And then that's still going to be set equal to 0. So based on this, we know that x equals 24 and x equals 6. But yeah, so now we have two answers to our original question. And yeah, and that means, and we also know that x has to be greater than y. And we can see originally here, xy equals 144. So that means if y was going to be 6, then x would be 24. And if x was 6, then y would be 24. So, and we know that x has to be greater than y. So that means our x is going to be 24. So now the question asks us, what is the value of x minus y? So that means we need to do 24 minus 6, and that'll give us 18, meaning that the answer is H.